Good morning everybody, welcome to Apex Racing TV and welcome to the Ricmotech Sports Car Series here at Virginia International Raceway. As you can see, we are on the formation lap and getting set for the start of the race. We've got the Ford Mustangs coming through the final corner now and we're about to get underway. Apologies for the short build-up, looks like the hours have gone back in the States and we were caught out with that, but nonetheless we're getting set to get underway here, and as you can see on the pole position it is, as I get the drivers up on screen, it is away we go, green flag in the air and the Ricmotech Sports Car Series is underway. Aeronom crossing the line, green flag in the air, 1 hour race underway here at Virginia International Raceway. Side by side into the first corner then, Aeronom leads. Second is, well, we're about to find out. Here comes the Mazdas then, about to cross the line to get the race underway. Brian Holmes, Travis Schwenke at the front, two formidable names in this series, and they get the green. Side by side as they come on their way down to the first corner then. It looks like Brian Holmes has got the inside advantage already, so good start from Brian Holmes, man who wants to get a few victories under his belt here. And I welcome into the commentary box Alex Simpson. We'll have him here in a moment. Hello Alex. You can hear me, can't you? Alex Simpson, everybody. You're Alex. Hello. Hello everybody, yeah, we've just got Alex Simpson in the commentary box now. Yeah, I think we have been caught out by the hour a bit, so yeah, over the line come the Mazdas then to complete the opening lap, and yeah, while we wait for Andrew Woodhouse, who I think may have been caught out by it as well, we've got a race on our hands here, so yeah, welcome everybody to Apex Racing TV, welcome to the Ricmotech Sports Car Series here at Virginia International Raceway, and at the end of the opening lap, Aeronom leads Mike Tam by half a second. Yeah, I should inform our North American viewers, the hours go back in the UK here at the end of the month. But I do have a memory of a similar issue, having a similar issue going on last year. So, yeah, probably our fault on that. But yeah, Aeronom leads, Mike Dam second, Stephen Thomas third, Clint Vigas fourth, Pasquale Iannucci currently sits in fifth, then Travis Davis in sixth, seventh Leon Wright, eighth Kevin Ford. Good to see him back, and probably our practice as well after being on holiday for a few weeks, and Russell Ruddock 9th and Mike Monaghan in 10th. That is the state of play in the Mustangs, and they're coming around to complete their second lap of the race now, and Aeronom already got a healthy advantage, but Alex sees our races, they've got the pit stops coming up as well in this one. They can always change the races we've seen the last few weeks. Aeronom has been in flying form the last few weeks. 3 wins in a row. Wins at Barber, wins at Auto Club and the Oval at Fontana there, and won at the Nürburgring last week in our 90-minute special. We're back here at Virginia for round 9 of the season. And at the moment, the last time around, Mike Dan was just over a tenth of a second quicker than normal on that previous lap. So good start to see the Mustang start to pile on a bit of pressure. Going through the oak tree bend, Alex, I'm just informing that for you now. And great corner where you can set up the car in front, because even in these Mustangs, this straight is surely long enough to get a bit of a tow. We were talking about Kevin Ford. Kevin Ford was racing in the iRacing 12 Hours of Daytona at the weekend in his 12 Hours of Sebring. Yeah, dear me. Daytona is on the mind for some reason. But yeah, Kevin was racing on the Ricmotech team in Miami, Florida for that one as well. So from the Ricmotech factory. So I'm guessing, and they managed to win their split as well. So well done to Kevin. Obviously different machinery now, same manufacturer, but yeah, Kevin Ford in 8th position as Mike Monaghan is in a battle between him and Brandon Whitworth. But Alex, Ricmotech with Ricmotech gear underneath you, Kevin Ford doing a very good job there at Sebring in one of the most grueling events on the iRacing calendar.
Let's everybody have a little play with some of the toys. So yeah, it'll be a good crack.
Just realised I might not have had you on the stream, Alex. Just as I had to change the inputs for TeamSpeak. So we do have Alex Simpson with us now. If he hasn't been on the stream already, while we wait for Andrew Woodhouse to arrive. And yeah, at Virginia International Speedway, and a good battle going on here for 10th in the class. This is Mike Monaghan in the red and white Ford Mustang. Russell Ruddock, the only Ruddock represented in the field today. Mike Ruddock isn't here due to travelling, so he's going to be missing round 9 of the series today. And then Brandon Whitworth is the 3rd car in this train. Matthew Catila just a little bit behind these 3 as well. And just going down the back straight now. And yeah, Ruddock leading these lot along. See if I can get some see if I can get some speeds up for you. So you can see what speeds they're getting as they go into the right-hander. This is the roller coaster section to end the lap, just around about 100 kilometers an hour, and then they plunge down going into the final corner, about 160 kph as they get on the brakes, and that runoff area does beckon on the exit of the final corner as they wind up the speed and go for another lap. And that first corner, Alex, it does invite an overtaking move, but at the same time, if you get it wrong, you can easily go straight off onto that grass, and very difficult to get back on as well.
I've seen a lot of people do that there as well, so yeah, very, very easy. This is the tricky part about Virginia as well. It's really punishing as well. There's just grass, there's no runoff area. You know, you've got a little bit of curbing, but actually it's you know, it's very easy to get a couple of wheels off onto the circuit, and grass seems to go on forever as well, and you get run out so wide. It's crazy.
Well, then in 9th place, as he's leading this train around, Kevin Ford quite a way up the road now. 6.2 gap established already after 4 laps, and Ruddock leaving Monaghan and Whitworth and Catila to squabble about with each other for the remaining position inside the top 10. We will show you the Mazdas in a moment, but this battle is too enticing to look away at the moment as we go on our way towards the roller coaster section, up towards the top of the hill. See the slowest part of the circuit here, 70-80 kilometers an hour, as we now begin to put the hammer down and go up the back straight. You can see just up the road it is very, very close between TD Travis Davis and Leon Wright. Let's get that up for you on screen. running on board with Leon Wright here. Car 77 in 7th place over the top of the hill and hard on the brakes into the roller coaster section again. Leon Wright, good start, up 1 position already. Travis Davis in 6th where he started. So
Travis
those
was
two doing
practicing
well.
quite early as well, wasn't he? I hope everybody can hear me now as well.
Yep.
But, hello all. But yeah, he was when we were just sort of having a little look at the overlay and things like that earlier on tonight. He was in the session when so it was good to see Travis there putting some laps down and getting some practice in. But yeah, doing a pretty good job in 7th place. But he's coming under pressure, like you say, from Leon Wright right now. Has to defend up the inside, holds onto that as well, just plants his car on the apex. And yeah, good defensive driving. Kevin Ford way down in 9th place. Did I miss anything at the start, Adam? I mean, not a great qualifier either. I'm sorry, he's 8th overall, but 9th with the qualifying. So seems like he's struggling out there at the minute, Ford.
Oh, what a tank slapper that is by Leon Wright. He's off. He's back on again. Kevin Ford has got a real opportunity here to get the position, and it looks like it's going to be wheel-to-wheel stuff here going into the S's, but I think Kevin Ford should have it. He is offline, but the Mustang is through, and Kevin Ford, yeah, racing in the 4GT on the weekend in the 12 hours, now having to get used again to the much heavier and much understeery Ford Mustang. Andrew Woodhouse will be with us in a moment, I believe, so we'll be able to hear him in the booth. And we'll get our first opportunity now to look at the Mazdas. Here they are. No surprises here. They are all with each other still after 5 laps of the race. Travis Schwenke leading the way. He started 2nd in after qualifying, so he's got the lead already from Brian Holmes. But that's pretty academic, really, because these positions do like to change, and with a track like Virginia, Alex,
yeah,
that's going to change a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be holding on to each other, no end. You know, really the first and final sector are the kind of areas that you could break away, but of course you've got a massive straightaway section or flat out section as they go through the snake now and head their way towards a very tricky left-hander before you've reached the oak tree, which is not there now, of course. It did fall down, didn't it, about a year ago, unfortunately. So I did hear rumours that they were going to replant. They were going to bring a tree in and plant it in, just so that it could stay as the oak tree corner. So I think it'll have to grow and flourish a little bit more. But yeah, the original tree is gone. But yeah, I wanted to pick up actually when you were talking about Jim List. You know, he's come into the series as they are side by side for the lead now in class. But yeah, Jim's come into this series. He's been very, very strong. He's added to this sort of like little battle that seems to go on right now. And Zachary Rubin doing a great job in getting himself in there. As that was Travis going. It wasn't Travis, sorry. It was Brian, wasn't it?
Brian
Holmes. Yeah, just running wide there as well. So he falls to the back of that queue. He's just about tagged on to the slipstream, so I feel with them fighting, Brian will be right back up with them in no time. But yeah, Zachary doing a great job as well, and you know, we've got a great little group here in the MX-5s that are really having a lot of fun out there now. So you know, when it was 2 or 3 drivers we're used to seeing, the 5 or 6 now, it's really coming along.
Just did a replay for you all. So you're able to see what happened there to Brian Holmes.
In no time, but yeah, Zachary doing great. I have to say, Adam, it's quite funny being on the other end of the comms when normally it's me directing everything, and yeah, and yeah, to hear there's a replay in action.
And as you say, plenty of times, we're back to live. Yeah, after that replay. So Brian Holmes, after that off at the top of the hill, is now down to 6th position in class, and he'll be hoping to get back up to them straight away. I'm sure he'll have no trouble in doing that whatsoever, of course, because these Mazdas, they do love to tow. Complete polar opposite, of course, to the Mustangs. Field starting to spread out a little bit in that class now, but a good battle for 3rd position unfolding between Stephen Thomas in 3rd and Clint Vigas in 4th. And Pat Iannucci just watching them in 5th position as well. Hope the sound's coming across okay. I think I just had a quick listen and Alex sounded okay, so hopefully the car, you can hear the car noises as well, the low grumble of the V8 in the Mustang and the Mazda MX-5 as well. But yeah, third position looks definitely on at the moment. Stephen Thomas doing pretty well. However, that must be said, Alex, the top two at the front, they're the only two drivers to win races in the Mustangs all year, Aero, Nom and Mike Dam. They seem to be a class ahead of the field once again here.
Yeah, they are. They're really very, very strong. They're pushing each other a lot as well. And they have to bring their A game every week. And all credit to Thomas. He's held on to them for, you know, a reasonable amount of laps. But they're just starting to edge away now. And that'll only start to build up, because it just seems to be once the best of the tyre life has gone, that's when the field drop off of these guys. They seem to be able to hold on to that lap time for so much longer, Nom and Dam.
So to the top of the hill they go again, and even though it is probably one of the most key overtaking points on the circuit, there is no way through. Apologies for no track guide tonight. Yeah, once again caught out with the hour, I'm afraid, but we'll come out of the final corner now, and I tell you what, we'll get on board with our old friend Mike Dam here. Winner the last time he won was at Laguna Seca. Comes across the line now. Maybe not actually go on board with Mike Dam actually, because his internet connection isn't the best, is it? So maybe we'll go. We'll ride with. Tell you what, let's go with Clint Vigas. He sat in 4th position. He's trying to get past 3rd place man Stephen Thomas, and with the magic of TV, I can press that button, and we're on board with him as we go through the left-handers into the left-hander here at turn 3. Feathering away with the power now, going into the tight and twisty section of the circuit, turns 3 and 4. Now going through the last part of the snake and now building up again as he gets a pretty good run on the X there, Clint Vigas, car 71, the American Pro Division driver as well. 1 position gained, you can see that from the graphic on the screen. Last time around 201, 412. Just hear them lifting off as they go through the S's. A bit of understeer as well there for good measure. Getting on the brakes, this corner must be absolutely awful in the Mustang. They're able to stay onto the track, and now up to the Oak Tree corner here at the top of the hill. They'll look at the inside there as well. Now back on the power again. You can see from the wheel, he was in 2nd gear there. And now we build up through the gears again. 3rd gear, 4th. I think this might be a new addition, Alex, to our, to spectator mode on iRacing. We actually get to see what gears are in now.
Yeah, exactly. It was released in the build, wasn't it? So, where normally it just used to sit there on reverse, didn't it? So, they've finally done that with the rev lights and everything now. So, as it should, they should do as well. You know, other sims do it, and actually they got poked fun of, didn't they, quite a bit by some of the other hardcore sim racers out there that loved a bit of R factor or whatnot. So, they couldn't even show the right gears. So, but yeah, good to know that they've sorted that.
Well, from memories from the original R Factor, the driver's hands couldn't move. You could just see the wheel magically moving by itself, I think, on some of them. Some of the mods that I had a little go on. Anyway, lap 9 of the race.
Leaders.
Bit of traffic, yeah. So let's get off the onboard camera now. I'll give you some out of shot pictures. They're coming up to lap the Mazdas already. That is Edgar Sancinelli, open class driver. Very narrow part of the circuit, and you can see in that lap when we were on board with Clint Vigas, it's now actually changed from him attacking Stephen Thomas for 3rd to having to defend from this man, Pasquale Iannucci, who's sat in 5th position here. The ever-green Mustang, 201.821 on that last lap, 0.2 of a second quicker than Clint Vigas, so puts himself in with a chance here of getting that 4th position. And a reminder that on the graphics, a green stripe means they are a pro driver, a blue one means they are an open driver, and I think we've got that up to date with everybody, so that's a little helpful tip for you if you're trying to identify the drivers here. Little lockup as well as they go through the Oak Tree bend there, so someone in front is pushing. Check back in on the Mazdas then. I haven't checked on them in a while, and it's actually started to open up a bit now, Alex. Travis Schwenke and Rob Hartley have both decided to break away at the front, and now it's anybody's guess who's going to be in third position, as Jim List looks like he's about to get hounded, or hung out to dry really, by everyone else. That's John Allen and Zachary Rubin.
Yeah, just switch to that. God, MX-5s everywhere going into turn 1, but he all manages to lock back into line, going through there, the ideal, one of those corners where you really want to be on the ideal line, because you just lose so much time coming off of it. And they don't want to lose too much to Travis and Rob, of course, because you know, those guys are very quick and they will sort of scamper off in the distance, won't they? So, but yeah, Hartley, what has he got? He's got a couple of seconds now, so I think they might have even lost the draft. So Allen really needs to push hard, and I think Holmes will be regretting the mistake that he made a few laps back, because he's still at the back of this pack and they're losing touch with the leaders now, and he can't afford that.
Of course, Travis Schwenke yet to win a race this season. We've had 3 different winners in the last 3 races in this series in the Mazdas. John Allen took the victory at Barber, Rob Hartley at the Auto Club Speedway, and at the Nürburgring last week it was Brian Holmes. So good opportunity here for Travis Schwenke to get a win on the board. Just looking again at the graphics, by the way, I think the blue means Mazda, by the way, so I've got that wrong, but learning as I'm going here in on the stream. Down the back straight we go then. Looks like Zachary Rubin is going to be under pressure from Brian Holmes. The Brit is coming, and probably a bit of resurgence as well from the Brit as well, because it is only 5 to 1 here in the UK, as opposed to it usually being 5 to 2. Maybe this might spur on the Brit a little bit more as they go into the right-hander at the top of the hill. Rubin on the inside. On the outside is Holmes. And they're trying to close down on the bright yellow, the Jordan yellow almost, Mazda of Jim List, and John Allen just in front of them as well. This is the battle then, this 5-car scrap, this 4-car scrap going over 3rd position in class as we come out the final corner. We now go on board with Brian Holmes as we chase down Zachary Rubin.
And we're just getting connected to TeamSpeak right now. But yeah, Rubin, he was able to get enough of a draft, wasn't he, from List and Allen ahead to defend for Brian. But Brian got a fantastic run off the corner. They're side by side. List is going to have the inside here to be able to defend. So Holmes still struggling to get by. And look at that, just side by side, just for one corner. And you know, they lose a half a second there, if not a little bit more.
Shame we weren't able to talk too much about qualifying, but yeah, I just looked up from what I was doing and saw we were on the grid. But we'll be able to run you through the championship standings as the evening progresses. I'm just loading them up on the computer screen now to have a look at for you. And I'll bring you that over the course of the evening. Of course, with it being an hour race, we are expecting pit stops, and Jim List now trying to apply the pressure to John Allen here as we join on board the bright yellow. It's bright yellow in the car as well. One of the best interiors I've seen all season here as John Allen runs a little bit wide going through the very fast left-hander there. They're now into the oak tree bend and building up the speed once again here. And in the background you can see Brian Holmes still toying with Zachary Rubin there as they build up the speed again. First time we'll get to see what speed these Mazdas can get up to as well. You can see there now, got it on the screen. Jim List 190 kph here. And it looks like he's got that done. So back past John Allen goes Jim List. Similar to the super speedway racing that we see in NASCAR, these positions are going to ebb and flow as the race goes on. Have we got Andrew Woodhouse? Yeah, I have to keep an eye out for him because he may be in the waiting room, but no sign of him yet. But we've got 35 minutes to go in the Ricmotech Sports Car Series, and while we await the arrival of Andrew Woodhouse, I'll tell you what, we'll wait to see if this move takes place between Jim List and John Allen before we take our first commercial break here. And then we'll be back for the pit stops. And yeah, John Allen breezing back by. Got a feeling this is going to carry on until the pit stops begin in the not too distant future. From the notes that were sent over to us kindly by Kevin Ford, we can expect to see pit stops in a few laps' time. Just looking at the strategy that we got sent over earlier today. The Mazdas, they'll get about 17 or 18 laps on a tank of fuel. And to put that into context, they've done 11 laps at the moment. So pit stops could be in a few laps' time. It is one of the longest laps of the season here, just over 2 minutes. So we've still got another 10 minutes or so before we'll be seeing them come in. While the Mustangs, they can get about 30 laps on a tank of fuel. So well, I think the strategy could be more open with them. And I've been told here that it's a big fuel strategy event for the Mazdas as well. So all the more reason to stay with us on the other side of this commercial break here on Apex Racing TV as yeah, we get ready to go for the pit stops here in the Ricmotech Sports Car Series. Join us in a few moments and we'll be back for that. And we're back here on Apex Racing TV. Pit stops are starting to begin in the Mazdas. Jim List has been in. He emerges in 9th position in class, right in the thick of the Mustangs as well. 25.4 second stop. David Payton, 20.6. Jeff Jacobs, 20.3. Joe Boyd, 22.6. And Edgar Sancinelli has just come in as well. So that is the state of play. Edgar Sancinelli, by the way, has been in quite a bit, actually. So I think he's been in issues during this one.
He's got some problems. He's not that slow, is he, that he's going to drop that far behind the field already. So definitely some issues for him.
A few pit stops in the Mustangs as well. Mike Dam has been in. He's now out in 10th position on track. Pasquale Iannucci has been in too. He is in 12th position now, 19.2 second stop as well for him. So looks like similar strategy by those two. I'm guessing it'll be 4 tyres as well. So yeah, we'll hopefully see more once they come in. Stephen Thomas is now leading because Aero Nom is in. Let's see if we have a pit stop counter here on IRTVO. Do we, Alex?
You do. Yeah, it's right at the top, I believe. Next to drive, you got the driver option, and there should be a pit counter. Yes,
it is. There we go. Away we go. 12 seconds. You can see the tyres getting changed. Looks like 4. And you can also see Clint Vigerson as well. More Mazdas in too. 20 seconds dead for Nom, and he rejoins just behind those two Mustangs who are battling in front. That's Branton Whitworth and Mike Monaghan. Those two have been at it the entire race. They continue on their way, and they've got some Mazdas in front as well, which should make this battle extra dicey too. More importantly, Aero Nom has emerged from his pit stop ahead of Mike Dam. Mike Dam there in 9th position now, but behind Mike Dam once again after the pit stops have taken place. But it looks like he's on it right away, Alex. And Aero Nom, he's got Russell Ruddock in front of him as well, who might not be doing him a favour here.
No, you're right. I don't think he is. And this needs to be Mike's Dan's opportunity to really get that run, maybe surprise a move and see if he can get through with the traffic. So these guys have opted to go in really early compared to everybody else. And what they're going to have to deal with.
We're joined in the commentary box by our colleague, Andrew Woodhouse. Hello.
Hello, mate. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. We all got caught out, I think. Yeah, it's 1:05 in the morning here, but yeah, it looks should 2:05.
Once I was early, and then I was early, and I'm actually late. Never mind. How are we doing?
Doing pretty well. Just halfway through the race, and a good battle going on here between. Well, oh my goodness me, Russell Ruddock and Aero Nom playing with fire here as they try to get past John Allen and that is Travis Schwenke. Oh.
Bit of a saviour for the Ford Mustangs is this that long back straight, isn't it? It allows them to stretch their legs and clear as many Mazdas as humanly possible. So very good. Alex is going to be leaving us then, and yeah, me and Adam are going to be taking the rest of the race. Thanks for that, Alex, stepping in at the last minute.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. All the best. Enjoy the rest of the race, and good luck to all the drivers.
See you tomorrow.
In they come. This is a race off pit road between Russell Ruddock and Mike Monaghan. Let's get the pit stop timer up for them. And quite a few Mustangs in as well, as they have to fight over the pit stop. He missed it. He's missed it.
He's didn't get it stopped in time, no, for the box.
Oh, no. Well, reversing in the pit lane is illegal, I believe, and paid the price there. And Russell Ruddock's got to do another lap of one of the longest circuits on the calendar before he can come back in.
Oh, that time is already lost by coming in and go down to the limit, trundling down the pit lane, and yeah, he's going to pay the price for it.
Right then.
Not the best time for me to come in terms of the race, yes, because I guess it's all over the place a bit at the minute.
Little bit, yes. But tell me what you see, and I'll make sure I get a camera on it.
Well, we've got Stephen Thomas, Pasquale Iannucci.
Yes.
Who are very close together at the moment, and I believe Thomas has just been. He was leading the race. Down to, well, is it 5th? I think it is.
4th, I think. 4th position now. As they now lap the two Mazdas there of Allen and Schwenke. Schwenke's according to my pit time has been in twice. Don't know if that's official or not, but either way, those two are fighting away for position as well as Thomas and Iannucci go by them into the roller coaster section, and it looks like a really tough circuit for when it comes to getting past traffic, as we're seeing here.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's it's quite funny. There's that big long straight at the back of the circuit, one of the longest we go to in the calendar. It's over 1 kilometre long. The main straight is a decent length. Yeah, apart from that, it's all narrow, twisting, windy sections, and not ones you want to really be going going 2 or 3 wide through with the traffic. I mean, we saw that. We mentioned this just with the V8 supercars at the weekend when they were at brain's gone to mush, I must admit.
Is all I don't know.
No, it was I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. Well, while you rack your brains there, battle for the lead. Aero Nom versus Mike Dam. It's now fully cycled through. Aero Nom back in the lead. Mike Dam in second place. While we were speaking to Alex at the beginning of the program, these two were just a leap ahead of everybody else this season. They're the only two Mustangs to win races.
Lime Rock Park it was.
Ah.
And it's quite similar that in terms of the narrowness of the track and you know, the elevation and things like that in some places, and hard to pass. But I suppose here you get the benefit of, like I said, that big long straight. And Stephen Thomas looks like he's stretching slightly away from Iannucci there as well. Chris Torman in the lead then, is he? Not pitted yet?
Chris Torman is in the lead. Yes, here he is. He's got John Allen behind, but Torman's yet to pit. So we can expect him in soon. 10 positions gained for Chris Torman, enjoying life out in front. According to the bonus points, I think he does get a point for leading a lap, but that may be history.
Here comes Alan. Going through. John Allen is having a good season. Travis Venke's in second. And third for Chris Torman. I believe he's going to be driving in real life. John Allen's going to doing full-time an MX5 edition, I believe, as well. So he'll bring those strategies into play that he's used to here. I don't know. I doubt somehow there'll be a series with the refueling in the Mazda in real life. I'm not sure, but yeah, the fact that they have to do it via jerry can or whatever might not be the best way. But yeah, good luck to John in that. Good. Let us know how you get on, John, throughout the season. I'm sure you will.
A few other cars coming into the pits in the Mazdas. Geordie Fike in, Mike Taylor also in. So a few drivers there getting their fuel and getting back on their way. And now it's a battle for the lead between Travis Venke and John Allen. Venke yet to win a race this season. John Allen has won a race. Two of them 90-minute races. Daytona and Twin Ring Motegi. The other one being at Barber Motorsports Park back in round 7, so, back in round 6. So no strange face to the victory circle here, and those two are going to be fighting for the win for the remaining 23 minutes of the race.
Yeah, they've really been the best drivers so far this season, I think, these two. Hartley and Holmes have definitely been up there. Of course, Holmes goes a bit off. A big, fast left-hander on the way downhill towards the oak tree.
Yeah, Holmes lost a few positions early on. He was in the lead, but made a right mess at the top of the hill. I think that's something we've all done, one way or another, or any other car.
Oh, certainly. I do apologise in advance to viewers, actually. My voice isn't very good today. I've got the flu, so yeah, just if I don't sound great, then I am sorry, but best I can do at the minute.
No problem.
Nearly run, and Hartley nearly ran into the back of Torman at the end of the straight.
John Allen has retaken the lead as well from Travis Venke. Just saw that in the foreground of the shot, and yeah, John Allen back to the lead in the Mazda class. You can see on the ticker at the top of the screen that it still remains pretty close for the lead in the Mustangs, but nowhere near as close as the lead in the Mazdas as they come across the line. Whoever this Mustang is in the pits, Chris Torman in the pits. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Alan versus Venke again. Yeah, it's TD in the Ford Mustang. Travis Davis. TD's tree service, one of the supporters of the series and sponsor. Does a great job with that, and very good job outside on the track as well. 6 for him, Travis Davis at the moment. I had my first race in the LMP ones.
How did it go
tonight? It was, it was all right. It was all right. I wasn't very fast, but it was a good fun. It's really good to race because of obviously the boost that you've got, and you've got a really super effective push to pass. But it does mean obviously that you can just be. I was at Spa, so you can get overtaken left, right, and centre, and you can do the overtaking left, right, and centre as well. So it was good. It was good. I need to get a little bit quicker with the setup and things like that.
I'll have to give it a
Definitely go. A lot of fun. You were invited.
I was invited, but I was at work, unfortunately.
Fair enough. It's Dam and Nom going to work. We saw seen this all season, haven't we? These two absolutely glued together. It doesn't like changing any time soon, does it? Just less than 0.4 of a second between them.
No.
At the line previously, it's going to be less than that this time, and yeah, the battle rages on, and it will do for nearly 20 minutes more.
Well, the good news about this new iRacing build is that we get to see the gears they're in. So it's in 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear as they come across the line to start lap 19 of the race. On the brakes, Dam looking to the outside here. It looks like his internet connection has just settled down a little bit, so he can stay on board with him as he tries to find a way past Nom. You can see they're both wrestling for grip here, and Nom knows it. He's got to move to the inside to stop car 93. Dam Motorsports, Mike Dam, trying to take the way from the Bushvink car. Here he goes up the inside and gets out of it.
Dom then. Second gear through here, up into third.
Oh,
And then
that wrestling with
fourth
the wheel,
gear
isn't it?
now. He's pedal to the metal, flat out.
This is
Into this S's section, very fast here. Commitment needed in the Ford Mustang. Left, right, over the crest, and then left. Throws it down the hill. Car can get away from you on that one, because the rear goes light. And damn, looked like he was coming in a little hot there. Managed to get it all together. Oh, he's a bit hot on the exit. And now we're going to see maximum speed for these two drivers. Down the back straight. Reaching over 200 kilometers an hour. About 145, 150 miles an hour, 225. Before hitting the brakes again for roller coaster, and it's 78. Aeronom, 93. Mike Dam. This is the battle for the lead. Stephen Thomas is 3.5 seconds behind. Pasquale Iannucci just behind him. Clint Vigas still within 6 seconds, but real scrappy's at the front of this one.
And it's the fight for the championship as well, isn't it? These two, 8 points between them. So 12 points between them going into this one. And over the line they go. 18 minutes to go here to start lap 20. Aeronom led 17 laps here today. Mike Dam has led 0 so far. And I wonder if those bonus points for leading laps could be crucial come the end of the season. You can see the top 8 at the bottom of your screen there. As Woody kindly pointed out, it's Nom, Dam, Thomas, then Iannucci, then Vigas, then TD Travis Davis in 6th. 7th Kevin Ford, Leon Wright, and an 8th Kevin Ford, who was racing in the Ford GT at Sebring at the weekend, racing from the Ricmotech HQ as well, I believe, in Florida. So,
wow,
good opportunity there for him. We saw some of that machinery in the ad brakes. We may get
on well, do we know?
He won.
Oh well. Well done to him. Very good.
I think he won it. I think he won in the Ford Mustang last season at Sebring. So I'm sure if we get a chance to talk to him later, it's a track that he knows very, very well. So
a bit of good form coming in there. Then excellent
form for Ford in the Ford.
What we want to see.
This battle for the
good
lead,
action
though,
out there. We've got great action, and yeah, it is. And we've got look at the MX-5s now.
Let's have a look at
Frankie, and then Allen, and then Hartley, and then Holmes. They're nose to tail, all 4 of them. Really, and that's what we want to see. Here on Apex Racing TV, Andrew Woodhouse and Adam Bath with you for the Extreme Motorsports Ricmotech Sports Car Series. And official time, what have we got left, indeed?
17 minutes and 10 seconds. Right then, the top 4 in the Mazdas coming up to the top of the hill. Tell you what, I don't envy Alex's job one bit after doing his cameras. Travis
have we had any advert breaks?
We've had our one. We can get our second one in a bit if you like.
I think we should do it now. Probably.
Do it now. Okay, so
we'll give Frank the time he deserves, I think, for the advertising. But yeah, we'll go and see what Ricmotech have to offer then, and see their sim racing products. And please, by all means, go and buy them. They're very good.
And we're back with it again here on Apex Racing TV. You missed nothing. Well, no position changes anyway. There's Travis Spanky and John Allen continue to dispute this lead, and Rob Hartley and Brian Holmes have the best seats in the house here as we enter the closing stages of the Ricmotech Sports Car Series here on Apex Racing TV. Adam Bath and Alex and Andrew Woodhouse with you here on a Monday evening. It is 1:20 here in the UK. And we are enjoying every single second of this one as we enter the final quarter of an hour.
Yeah, there's been a bit of the magic of television. Alex Simpson has transformed into Andrew Woodhouse, and yeah, it's It's a fantastic race, and the thing is, that secretly, Adam, I'm quite happy because this is the best part of the Ricmotech Sportscar Series. Is the end of the race every week is always fantastic.
So it always boils down to it. North American motorsport seems to do that, really. We saw the finish to the IndyCar at the weekend in their opening race at St. Pete, and of course the NASCAR races.
Oh, that was a
bit
of controversy, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, for one of our own, Robert Wickens. It was great to see him doing well. I won't spoil it.
Canadian.
Oh, dear me. Well,
yes.
Member of the Commonwealth.
If we're suddenly Canadian, I'd be happy with that. It's better than Britain.
I've gone all Harry Redknapp, haven't I?
If you're winding your car window down though enough, that is the question.
And saying that we should include Wes Morgan in the England squad when he's Jamaican.
Yes. He's already played for Jamaica 20 times or whatever it was. Rob Hartley going through on John Allen up into P2. So we're seeing that one happen right on the screen there. That was at the end of the back straight. And it looks like the driver's now starting to say, right, come on then. This is the time when we're going to make our move. And it looks like Hartley's making his move now. Here he goes, side by side, wheel to wheel with Travis Schwenke over the start-finish line. Schwenke's on the inside. Hartley's on the outside. Schwenke's late on the brakes. Can Hartley keep it to turn one? It's not that easy to do the outside in turn one, but he's made it stick. That's a good piece of driving there. As long as he doesn't let Schwenke get a move back up the inside, he should be fine. Yes, he is.
Where was he a lap ago? He was about third, wasn't he? He's now leading with 13 minutes to go.
Crazy.
That is what this Mazda field does. Robert Wickens, if you are watching, we do share the same monarch, so forgive me.
Yeah, we're doing. That's about it. But yeah, Wickens was driving in. God, I believe he was in A1 GP even maybe back in the day for Canada, and then he was in DTM and Formula 2 and all around, finally getting into the IndyCar series. Be good indeed.
What has happened to Mike Dam? Oh dear me, he's now down in 5th. Right, this is the time where we get the
he's been off.
We get the replay up. Right, I think 30 seconds isn't far enough. Let's see what happened.
It's contact with Norm at the bottom of the straight.
Here we go.
The end of the.
Oh yes, he does. It's almost a quarter panel, isn't it?
Norm quarter panelled him, basically.
Well,
what it was he moved out, tried to dive, and there was no space there.
We got it again. We're going to view it again. Let's get the onboard up.
Well, that's one way to sort the lead battle out, isn't it?
Let's go with Aeronom as well. We're riding on board with him. And he gets on the curb, and yeah, the slightest tap, and away she goes. And Mike Dam facing the trees of Virginia here, and has to get back going again. He's now in 4th position. While we were looking at that replay, he's got past Pasquale Iannucci. But yeah, Mike Dam sits in 4th, and we have drama here in the final quarter of an hour.
I hate to be that person, but we've got to offer an opinion on it. And Norm there, nose was kind of sticking the nose in where really there was no point doing that. But whether unless Dam was slow, it's quite hard to tell. But I think Norm could have avoided that one.
Well, I think you
seemed to just lunge a tiny bit, didn't he?
We'll wait and see what the stewards say. Of course, the Ricmotech Sportscar Series is one of its main focal points is that it does have great stewarding, and I'm sure Mr. Woodhouse will be able to see if any text is given or any announcement is given from race control as to what is going to happen.
It is under review.
There we go. Now for me, I think
they will have a decision to make. So
yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. But yeah, as
do you think?
I reckon it will be a penalty.
Yeah, I do think too. And the stewards aren't listening to us, by the way, so they've no idea what we're saying. But it's I think from a broadcasting point of view, that looked like a fairly clear-cut one.
What we say in the football or the soccer, it's a stone wall penalty, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, and Alan Hansen would be telling you that indeed.
Second position then. It's broken apart again a little bit here in the Mazdas. This is Rob Hartley versus John Allen. Hartley getting the position. Allen squirming about all over the place on the brakes going into the roller coaster section here as we reach 10 minutes to go.
Well, it's interesting because Schwenke's managed to clear off slightly, hasn't he?
Yeah. Last time around, Schwenke did a 2:08. Yeah, 2:08.5 on that last lap by Schwenke, 2:11 by Hartley, and 2:10 by Allen. I wonder if that traffic, maybe the Mustangs were holding them up a bit.
Has to be. That's the only reasonable explanation I can see, and it's perfect for Schwenke. This Kevin Ford's now got through on him down the pit straight, because it means that he now can just follow the Ford through the first sector, and he's not going to get in his way, I don't think.
And also the red and white Mustang just in front behind Kevin Ford, that is Mike Monaghan. He's just got past Hartley and Allen as well, so they are really starting to mix together here. Of course, Hartley and Allen, they're fighting for a championship as well. Only there is a bit of a gap between them in the points. Hartley and Allen sit 38 points apart, so it's going to take a bit of a mammoth challenge here for Allen to close it up. After this, we've only got 3 more races to go. They are on our home soil at Snetterton next week, then Sonoma, then Road Atlanta. So that is all that we've got left in this series before we wrap it up once again for another season.
Remind me which layout that is?
The 300.
300, so... you know what, it's one that I'm almost certain a lot of the drivers won't have done. Being that it's not a familiar circuit to a lot of North American drivers, so I'm pretty certain that there'll be a lot of learning to be done at that circuit in Norfolk.
Just having a look at Kevin Ford going off, going through that really difficult left-hander before the Oak Tree bend. Has allowed Mike Monaghan through into 10th.
How many mistakes have we seen there before? We saw Max Wright try to invent a new version of the course through there.
Oh yeah.
A couple of like last year or so.
Battle for the runners-up spot between Stephen Thomas and Clint Vigas. Vigas, who seems to keep improving at every race meeting since he's returned, and is now fighting for the second spot with Stephen Thomas, who's had a very good race.
Yeah, you can tell with him racing every week, Clint Vigas, that he's getting back to the form that he showed a couple of seasons, 2 or 3 seasons ago, when he was battling for the championship, and you really feel that with a bit more experience under his belt, current version of the series, I think gonna be there or thereabouts. The second half of the race was very much his strong suit in the past. Sometimes he'd come from absolutely nowhere. He'd be lightning quick in the second part, and 0.3 of a second quicker than Stephen Thomas on the previous lap. He's got a slipstream now, and it's one of the few circuits where the slipstream can come into play for this Mustang. You can see there is a bit of overspeed here for Vigas. Is he going to have a go up the inside? I think he is, yes. Thomas defending beautifully. Placing the car exactly where he needs to. Vigas hits him.
And again.
He hits him again. But that was perfect from Thomas, because he knew that Vigas could not go around the outside of him there.
And as Giuseppe Iannucci says, yeah, that's not cool. He's watching the stream here. 6 minutes to go into the pits. Is Aeronom into the pits? Is that a drive-through?
Black flag for Aeronom. He's been deemed to be at fault for that incident. I do agree with the steward's decision on that one. I think he could have got out of that situation. Oh, Leon Wright going a bit off as well.
So this is the battle for the lead now, isn't it? Stephen Thomas
and Vigas
versus Vigas for the win.
Thomas is having a great season, and it feels like he's always been there or thereabouts. And yet again he is, but it feels like he's made that little bit of an improvement relative to the others. A bit like how we were on about the other day, you know, when we were talking about the F1 testing. Some teams have made bigger improvements relative to themselves previously. I think Thomas has made that little extra stride of consistency and maybe a 10th or 2 pace.
Well, it looks like that.
Which is enough, you know, when you've got a long race, like an hour race, a 10th or 2 every lap, 27 laps, 10 or 15 seconds. That's not 10 or 15 seconds. That does not make any sense with the maths, but it's a good few seconds at least. It's 5 to 10 seconds.
5 minutes to go. So we'll see how much time that can be made up in the final few moments here. As things stand, we are going to get our third different winner in 9 races.
You know what? Mike Dam has taken Iannucci. He was now up to third, is Mike Dam.
And he's flying, isn't he?
VIR or not, yeah. And you see, 1.6 seconds quicker than Thomas. Not out of the running just yet for the race victory.
Well, Alex Simpson's missing out on one here. It could be about
Dam will feel. Sorry, mate.
No, sorry.
Dam will feel like he can take this. He'll feel like he deserves this. That it was taken from him with the incident. Well,
the stewards, I think the ruling's fair. If Dam's race is ruined, then Nom should be ruined as well. So Nom is back in 5th. Here comes Vigus to the outside then, into the first corner with 4 minutes to go. Is there grip out there? That's going to be the tough question we're about to find out. No, there isn't.
There is, but not quite enough. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try the inside.
Would like. He's going for it. Trying to surprise him. Thomas goes. Oh, great move by Thomas. Just easing the car around the outside, using the momentum.
This isn't helping them, though, is it?
Switch back again. It really isn't. But it's a good battle. What we want to see. It's a good fight here on Apex Racing TV.
Last lap, 2:02.4, 2:01.8 for Vigus, 2:01.7 for Dam. So back to what they were earlier, and the gap between Thomas and Dam is 2.6 seconds with 3 minutes to go.
Who do you fancy in this one then, given the fact that obviously you've seen the entire race? Who's in the stronger position?
At the moment, and because of just the toe, and even with this 1500 metre straight, I reckon it's still going to be Stephen Thomas, because it is his to lose at the moment, because of the lack of overtaking opportunities that this Mustang does provide you with.
Better lap at the front between Thomas and Vigus, 2:02.4 for Thomas. Vigus 2:01.8, Mike Dam 2:01.7, so Dam only gained half a tenth on this battle in the previous lap.
Got a live gap up for you on screen. Just a few tenths of a second between them as they get on the brakes and down through the roller coaster section. We are going to get 2 laps to go when we get to the line here to settle the victory here in the fields of Virginia, the Virginia International Raceway, with round 9 of the Ricmotech Sports Car Series. Stephen Thomas, who sits in 4th position in the championship, driving for Driftline Racing, holding back the privateer of Clint Vigus.
Now, of course, this is Virginia and not West Virginia.
Yeah.
So, even though it is a little bit like Take Me Home Country Road, it's not quite the same. But Vigus, well, Thomas will be hoping he go home, or he could just take it to the clubhouse, if you were, at the end of the race, because the pressure from Vigus is incessant now. Really piling it on. Much closer battle here for the win than there is in the Premier League this season.
It's almost as close as the battle for the win in the championship after what happened last weekend.
That's it. We're not going to talk about the championship, though.
No.
We'll
talk about this championship.
Massively, yeah. Not a John Terry in sight, as Vigus got a bit of understeer through there. Oh. He's got a bit of oversteer through there. Oh, man.
Wrestling with the car at about 150, 160 kph. Now into the oak tree. They've got a Mazda in front of them. That is, well, I can't tell you. As they go up with the speed.
It's Fike, isn't it? Jody Fike.
Jody Fike, who sits in 22nd position in overall.
That was a good lap for Dam. He's got it down to
2 seconds.
2.4.
Getting another
He's not
4.
out of the running yet, is he?
Well, if they take each other out, Mike Dam will get a huge advantage in the championship, and as Murray Walker would say, this could blow the World Championship wide open.
Indeed, with 3 race meetings to go.
Could
where did
do
you
anyway.
say Snetterton, and then where else?
Snetterton, then we go to Sonoma, and then we go to Road Atlanta.
Yeah, 3 very different tracks.
White flag
you could maybe
is
say
in the air.
Maybe say Sonoma and Road Atlanta are similar.
Oh, here we
Look
go.
at this then. Look at this. This could be it. Vargas and Thomas into turn 1. Thomas has to now get the elbows out a little bit and protect this lead.
He's got the inside. He's got a Mazda in front. This could help him here. He could box him in. Into the left-hander. Fantastic. But he's going to cut back. No.
Not going to have the momentum, Stephen Thomas.
Oh, this Mazda's off.
Oh, Mazda's off and Vargas goes on the grass.
Nearly goes off with him.
Mike Dam's there.
Here he is.
Mike Dam's here with them.
Well,
the interloper on the scene is the man who was in the lead. For most of the race, he was taken out by Aeronom, and now he's got the chance to make amends for this. Who's going to be the winner?
The interloper could become the interceptor here as we go into the final few corners. Through the long left-hander, which catches so many drivers out. Has done tonight. It's caught out some of the best. Then up to the top of the hill.
So exciting, I barely know what to say about it. To the oak tree pen. See what happens when it's really exciting. I forget how to commentate. And here's Vargas then, now newly promoted into the lead.
Let's just remind you, only 2 winners this season. Mike Dam and Aeronom. Mike Dam sat in 3rd position. Thomas and Vargas yet to win a race. Both gunning for it here. Are they going to take each other out?
Oh, here he comes.
Here we go.
Here comes Thomas.
Oh.
Going for it. Vargas slit on the brakes. Can he make it for the right-hander?
Just about.
Oh, he can. He stuck it. And that could be it for... That could be it in terms of the win. What's he going to do? Vargas.
Oh, running.
Can he keep it together? He runs a bit wide. Oh, it's going to be close for 2nd place. Vargas is going to win the race. And I think Thomas is just going to hold on, is he? Over Mike Dam. It's going to be Clint Vargas who takes the checkered flag at him.
What a win. Clint Vargas wins. 2nd, Clint Vargas by an inch. Mike Dam gets 3rd. 4th, Aeronom. Final lap overtake on Pasquale Iannucci. How crucial could that be in terms of the championship? The hat-trick of wins comes to an end here at Virginia. The run of wins comes to an end here for Aeronom. But for the first time this year, Clint Vargas gets the win.
The MX-5's still running. Speaking of running. Oh, off goes John Allen. Well, it hasn't hurt him too much. But here we go then. Hartley versus Svenke versus Allen. Down the long back straight. It's mostly a 2-horse race at the moment, but anything can happen. It's got to be a move here. You would think surely Svenke is going to try it.
And Svenke
Hartley then, what can he do?
Schwenke's yet to win a race this season as well.
Not been his year so far. Hartley trying with all his might to defend, and Svenke is through.
Svenke leads then with just a few corners to go. John Allen sits watching them in 3rd.
It is a long run to the line, Adam, though.
Not long enough.
Allen's out of fuel. Allen's out of fuel. Svenke to the line with Hartley pursuing him. It's going to be close here. Going to be closer than we thought it was going to be.
Oh.
But Travis Svenke, he's going to take it. And, well, what a finish that was. And, yeah, you're right. Alex missed out on a cracker, didn't he?
Well, he can have it on in the car on the way to onto Birmingham tomorrow. Hopefully he doesn't drive past any Jamie Carragher's. But, what a race that was. In both classes. Unfortunately for the final 10 minutes we couldn't focus on the Mazdas because of just what was unfolding before our eyes at the front. Clint Vargas, 1st win of the season, 1st winner that name isn't Mike Dam or Aeronom. Let's see if we can get the finishing results on the screen.
You mentioned Jamie Carragher. There was spitting distance between them at the end, wasn't there, in terms of in both classes, and we had a great finish, didn't we? And that's exactly what the Ricmotech Sports Car Series is all about. Yeah, finishing order.
Let's get it up on the screen. Finishing order then. Clint Vargas wins by 0.4 of a second. Stephen Thomas in 3rd. In 2nd. Then Mike Dam in 3rd. Just a few hundredths of a second behind. Then Aeronom 4th. Pasquale Iannucci finishing 5th. Travis Davis in 6th. Then Leon Wright, Brandon Whitworth, Mike Monaghan and Russell Ruddock rounding out the top 10 here. Matthew Catila 11th, 12th Scott Brooks, and Kevin Ford finishing a lap down in 13th. Few issues towards the end there for Kevin. Travis Venke takes the victory then. His first win of the season. Second for Rob Hartley. Third for John Allen. Brian Holmes finishing in fourth. He was in issues today. Zachary Rubin fifth. Sixth, Dave Payton. Seventh for Jeff Jacobs, Geordie Fike, Joe Boyd, Mike Taylor, Mike Key, Edgar Sanchinelli, Chris Torman. Don't know what happened to Jim List. I apologise for not looking into that. He was battling for the lead earlier on, but something did happen to the number 65 car. And then, yeah, Michael Burgett and Rowan Beder Jr. didn't take the start either as the donuts take place. You can see it from the blimp. Travis Venke is absolutely delighted with his win in the class, his first win of the season.
Sorry, you're going to have to take this. I'm sneezing made off here.
There we go. Sneezing with joy. Yeah, what a win that was then. And to reiterate, that is Clint Vigus' first win of the season. First win for a privateer as well. Clint Vigus taking the victory. And I wonder if Mike Dan will be wondering whether that was the one that got away. There was issues, obviously, earlier on. The contact between Dam and Nom. The drive-through penalty for Nom resulted in him finishing in fourth position. Pasquale Iannucci couldn't keep him behind, and Dam could have got second place on that last lap. It was a close-run thing between him and Stephen Thomas. But Clint Vigus, yeah, gets the win. And Travis Venke as well in the Mazdas. We await some interviews, and I think we have got Clint Vigus ready to talk to us. They are on their way up to us, I think. Think they are in the waiting room. I can't tell whether that.
Yeah, Vigus is. I can't bring him in though. Unfortunately, you'll have to bring him.
Okay, we will bring him up.
Still don't have permissions here.
Here we go. Clint Vigus joins us in the commentary box, and Clint, what a finish! You and Stephen Thomas fighting to the death there, and you were able to come out on top.
Yeah, he definitely made me work for it. We lucked out with a couple incidents, but it was a tough race right down to the wire.
Yeah, you've got to be in it to win it, and obviously when Mike Damanero and Nom came to blows, Dan went off and Nom got a penalty. It meant that you two were able to fight it out for the win.
Yeah, it's about time that a break came my way. I don't like to see people crash out in front of me, but it was my turn.
Now, obviously, come back to the series, and we've been saying that you've been improving week on week, and obviously it looks like it's finally paid off for you.
Yeah, I'm slowly picking up speed again. Nam and Dam are so fast, and I'm pretty even lately with Thomas and Iannucci, so it's been a great series.
Virginia International Raceway, one of your favourite tracks, or not?
Yeah, I think this track's a lot of fun. You really have to work to pass here. But it's a lot of fun, especially in the Mustang. I love a track that you can attack the curbs, and VIR is definitely one of those.
Next week, though, we go to a track close to our hearts. It's a Snetterton here in the UK, and a track that you know well.
I don't believe I've ever been to Snetterton.
There we go. It's Woody, how would you describe the track for him?
Neither have we. It's too far.
It's too far. Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's too
basically.
far, and the roads are crap. But no, hey, it's a good circuit. It's quite. I suppose in certain ways it's similar to this one. Do you agree, Adam, in terms of that?
You could probably describe it as a mini Virginia. I would agree. Yeah, with that really long. Well, it used to be really long straight. It's been. It does
have a new infield section as well, which is a bit more technical and things like that. But it's more traditional. It's a slightly flatter circuit, isn't it? Really, because it's an old airfield, so it's flat.
You could almost say then it's a mini version of the Grand Western layout of this circuit.
Yeah. Yes. So it's bumpy and dips and rises, kind of like a traditional English circuit.
Yeah, a little bit. They've done a bit of work to it. Like I said, about 5 years ago, they completely changed. They made like a new infield to it, so it's quite.
It's another converted airfield, flat. Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's at the same time it's hard to explain, but yeah, it's a good one. I think you'll like it. It's a good one. We like it. We like driving it. So.
Well, I look forward to it. Thanks, fellas.
All right, well done on the win. Thanks for talking to us, Clint.
Thanks much. Have a great evening.
You too.
Cheers, man. Clint Vigus, though, we haven't had him in the commentary box for so long, and it's good to see him in here. Travis Venke we should get next, I think, because winner of the winner of the MX5 category. Travis joins us in the commentary box. Can you hear us, first of all, Travis? I know muted at the moment.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, here he is. Well, good to see you back in the booth, mate. And, you know, it seems like every time we're talking to you courtesy of pretty amazing finish.
Yeah, these races always seem to lend to great finishes. So good rivals and good racing does that. So
I know you've had some very close battles with these guys all season, really, and last few seasons, all the same drivers you've had been battling with. And Virginia, it's one of those circuits where you've got on your game because it's tough, it's technical, it's narrow. What were your thought process going into the end of the race when you knew you were going to be in for a fight? There was a 4-car scrapping on at one bit.
yeah, with the 4-car fight, I knew I wanted to be in second, so that I could set up a pass on first, to hopefully make third not have a choice. Right, he would have to follow me or maybe go by the other side, but I could still hold second then. Then I could be fighting for the win, hopefully on that last lap. But once John had his error there, I didn't have to worry about that anymore, because definitely that guy in third gets a huge slingshot down the straight, and he can make almost a 2-car pass. I think Rob almost did it. I don't know, just halfway through the race or whatever. He almost did the 2-car pass down the backstretch. So knew it was possible.
Right, that double slipstream effect on a straight as long as that over a kilometre long definitely does give a big benefit. 3 rounds to go then. Netterton, Sonoma, and Road Atlanta. Are there any of those circuits that you're interested in driving on and you're looking forward to?
All of them. They're all good, all pretty good tracks. So Snedden I've only raced once, I think, in the MX5 so far. So I'll have to get a little practice in to make sure I'm on my game there, because I know the one time I did race, Rob was pretty fast there as usual. So gotta make sure. And I think Brian and Rob actually were really quick in that race. So I have to make sure I get my game on for that.
Well, it's the 300 layout as well, so it's the longest layout. So definitely swat up on that. Adam, we're always happy to see, aren't we, the battles going back and forth and category, and it seems like Travis always in the thick of it.
Yeah, definitely. I was amazed to find that was only your first win of the season. You've been in it loads of times, but yeah, just wait. It took a while to get that win.
Yeah, I had some bad luck this season, and I coach this season, so that's why I'm coming really late to practice sessions, because I just get home and have to hurry up and get on and get racing. So it's a little different. I've just had some bad luck at times this season, but still there and still just trying to get the points when I can.
Well, we're able to do it today. And before we let you go, do you want to send a quick shout out to anybody?
First, I'll send a shout out to you guys. It's always fun watching the broadcast back. Your insight is usually spot on to things I thought at one point during the race. So once again, I'll go read that, and appreciate Apex doing this for us. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate plugs like that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, guys.
Take care, mate.
Yep.
Final driver that we're going to speak to, Adam, is Stephen Thomas, and I believe Adam is with Stephen now.
Oh, Stephen Thomas, welcome to the commentary box, and a great battle for the win there with you and Mr. Clint Vigas there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's hard fought the whole way.
We were saying to Clint, you were fighting over about third or fourth, and then the 2 championship contenders, Dam and Nom, come together, and all of a sudden it's a fight for the win.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of fell into our lap, but it happens, especially on a track like this. It's so demanding. You got 2 guys up there, both championship contenders, racing that close. It'll bite you sometimes. So it kind of fell into place for us, and we had a great battle there at the end.
Yeah, that final lap, going into the first corner, he was able to get the move done around the outside and then back up the inside. But you did have an opportunity to get a cut back. Was he just too far in front to get that lunge done?
Yeah, I mean, a few laps before that, Pat and I went through there too wide, and it's just tricky. So I thought hopefully he'd push wide and I could try to get it on the second half of it, but he kept it tight, so that's how it went. It was good stuff.
And he almost went off in the following corner with that Mazda that was just in front.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be tricky navigating through there, so I was trying to be as patient as possible and make sure we both made it to the finish.
Then second place, that does your championship a bit of good. You're not too far behind Vigus either, so it keeps you within touching distance of him and moves you a bit clear of Kevin Ford, who didn't have the best race today.
Yeah, I mean every little bit counts, especially with this group. I mean we've got 5, 6, 7 guys that could all be vying for the lead at any given race. So every little point counts.
Well, on Snetterton next week, track you know well. Have you had much time to drive around that circuit?
I have a little bit of track time on it, not a crazy lot. I seem to do better at tracks that are fairly new to the service, so I'm hoping that streak continues.
Graham, before we let you go, do you want to send a quick shout out to anybody at all?
Yeah, obviously our sponsors, Frank Rico at Ricmotech, and then TD with TD's Tree Service. We appreciate those guys' support and everything that they've done for the league. And then our admins, Kevin and Jeff, they do a lot of work behind the scenes that nobody ever sees. So appreciate those guys. And then of course y'all at Apex doing a great job every week. So we appreciate you guys.
Great. Well, well done on the win. Sorry, in second place. There you go. I'm not trying to take the mick or anything. Well done on the second place, and yeah, best of luck at Snetterton next week.
Appreciate it, guys.
Stephen Thomas there, our runner-up, and I know Woody, you were only around for about the final half an hour, but you were definitely around for the best half an hour we've probably seen.
Oh yeah,
all season.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? And this is what we love to see in this series and on our channel. It really makes our job easy when we've got to fantastic battles for the win in both classes. But yeah, once again, apologies for the lateness, but yeah, very I'm pleased I was late. Really, it was short and very, very sweet.
Well, there you are, and yeah, apologies as well for us getting on very, very late, and with the sound issues at the beginning, I forgot to turn Alex Simpson on. So probably why we sound like Top Gear doing...
There's just a switch for him somewhere. There's a button somewhere. You just press it and he starts talking.
He is our version of the Stig up in here, in our tame broadcaster. But yeah, that was my first time broadcasting, viewers. So hopefully it was watchable. Well, thank you. And yeah, 10 to 2 in the morning. I think we did all right. And so did the drivers, and so did Clint Vigus here on a night at Virginia International Raceway. Yeah, he breaks his ducks and gets his first win of the season. But who will be coming out on top next week at Snetterton? Coverage will be getting underway somewhere between 12:15 and 1:15 in the morning, depending on whether the hours have changed. So make sure you are awake and well and able to join us for that one. But from now, from me, Adam Bath, on the cameras and in the commentary box, and Andrew Woodhouse as well, it's good night from here in Virginia.